What's going on, everybody? This is Screenwriter Randall Rydell Russell, bringing you the second part of the process where I break down and give you tips, tools, and insights of what I love about screenwriting, filmmaking, and everything in between. And like I said before, this is the month of October, so we're going to be talking about scary movies all month and just things that are horror-wise. So we're going to go ahead and get into the second part. I'm breaking down my top 10 favorite horror villains. So yesterday I did horror protagonists. Today, or a couple days ago I did that. Today I'm doing horror villains. So let's get into it. All right, number one for my list of horror villains is Michael Myers. Everything about him, the blank white face, his just brutal, just walking, him, the way he kills people, just everything about him is just, he's the king. He's the king of all the horror villains. So Michael Myers is number one. Number two, good old Freddy Krueger. There's something terrifying about somebody that can get you in your dreams, and if he kills you in your dreams, you're dead for real. That's always been unsettling to me, like it is for a lot of other people, and I just really enjoy what Wes Craven created. Some of the sequels kind of pushed away from what made Freddy scary and all that, but besides 3, Nightmare 3 is great, and New Nightmare. But you know, Freddy Krueger, he's one of the reasons people are so afraid to go do things and go to sleep back in the day. So Freddy Krueger, number 2. Number 3, Chucky. It's a doll. I get it. Sometimes people are like, it's a doll, it's stupid. I get that, but it's Chucky. He is a horror icon. He cracks jokes. He will kill you any way he wants to. Just his look and his determination to kill as many people as possible because he can. So yeah, Chucky is definitely number 3. And number 4 on my list is Candyman. He scares me still kind of to this day. Like, I know he's an actor. I know it's a movie. Candyman is very unsettling to me, and it's always kind of felt like that. So when I watch anything with Tony Todd that's not Candyman, I'm just always thankful. Okay, cool, he's not playing Candyman, because it sits with me wrong. Whenever I meet him, I'm gonna be like, dude, you scared the shit out of me my whole life. So Candyman's definitely number 4. Number 5, as much as I don't really care for the series that much, even though I do own them, Jason Voorhees. I think my issue with Jason Voorhees is my screenwriter brain can't turn off the fact that you know, every movie is going to be different characters besides the Tommy Jarvis series, and it's just like the same thing, you know. Let's kill these horned up drunk teenagers because they're on Jason's property at Camp Crystal Lake, excuse me. It's like the same thing over and over, but the mask, how he kills people, and his continuedness to just keep doing stuff, especially Freddy versus Jason. I was rooting for Jason that whole movie, believe it or not. I was not rooting for Freddy in that movie. I don't know why. Jason was the underdog in that movie. So Jason has his perks. I may not like the movies, but I do like Jason as a character. Number 6, Leatherface. He's another one, like, I only really like 2 or 3 movies in the whole series. All the rest, most of the sequels besides 2 and then the remake, I don't like. But Leatherface, like, especially in the first movie when he first kills, I forgot the guy's name, when he's looking for his girl, and then Leatherface just comes out of the room, hits him with the hammer, pulls him into the room, and closes the door. That shit's scary. Like, it's really, especially if you've never seen, you don't see it coming, it'll really throw you off, like, damn, did that really just happen? So, the whole chainsaw thing, it's like somebody chasing me with the chainsaw and they were like keeping up with me. I'm probably gonna fall in fetal position and just, I'm coming, God, you know, because he's gonna kill me. Number 7, Pinhead. Again, another one that's oversaturated with sequels that it really doesn't need. Hellraiser, what I love about the first Hellraiser, he's not really the villain in that movie. Uncle Frank is. And it's like he's just trying to get Frank because Frank escaped from him. And even in 2, he's not the bad guy. He doesn't become really evil until the 3rd movie. But he's creepy looking. Like, anytime I would see that cover when I was a little kid in the video store, him holding up the box and just like that used to scare the shit out of me, just like it would scare any other child if they're normal. But I adore the first Hellraiser movie. I love 2. I like Hellraiser Bloodline, which is the 4th one. And I really, really like the remake that just came out a couple years ago. It reminded me of like 13 Ghosts with Hellraiser. So yeah, definitely Pinhead is, he's number 7 on my list. Number 8, Norman Bates. Norman Bates is crazy. He's crazy. Especially in the first and second movie. Like, I love the second one almost more than the first one. But Norman Bates is so gone. I don't even think he realizes that he's gone. Or he does, or he doesn't. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, he was in the psych ward for 22 years and they released him in Psycho 2. And he's still seeing and hearing Mother. It's like, you're insane. And that smile he gives at the end of the first one, when he just like looks at the screen and smiles, that sits with you for a long time. So definitely, and then the Bates Motel TV show, you kind of see like how he becomes who he is. Yeah, Norman Bates is that guy. So yeah, definitely Norman Bates. Number 9 is Leslie Vernon. If you don't know who that is, there's this kind of mockumentary comedy horror movie called Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. It's this dude being followed by a camera crew and he's a serial killer, and it's him planning his day-to-day and how he stalks people, what he does to stay in shape, how he chases his victims. It's like, it's funny, but at the same time, you're like, if somebody really was a serial killer, allowing a film crew to follow them, maybe they would talk like this, maybe they would act like this, maybe this is what they're thinking. So I've always thought of him as like, damn, you're a good character, and I like his mask in it too. So Leslie Vernon, number 9. But number 10 on my list is Mick Taylor from Wolf Creek. Again, I'm always talking about movies that don't come from America. I know Australia, they speak English or whatnot, but the whole thing with Wolf Creek that really messed me up is the scene when the girl's in the garage and she's trying to get away. And he's just talking to her like it's normal. Cuts her spine. Oh, that's not gonna hurt you. You're gonna be alright. And she's struggling to get away, and I'm like, what is happening right now? You know, like, the foreign horror, they take it a different way, because like, obviously in America there's things you can do and say. I mean, you can still, I mean, there's crazy shit that happens in America all the time, but when you're in a foreign land, a place that's not familiar to you, especially somewhere like Australia, where there's like nothing for miles, and you get stuck out there and there's a guy hunting you, all bets are off, plain and simple. Well, that concludes the second part of the process, where we were talking about horror villains. We got more stuff coming for the rest of this month. I really appreciate you guys coming in and watching this. Please spread it to everybody. Just let everybody see the content that I'm putting out. You know, I'm just really trying to do something, make a name for myself any way possible, especially with my love for film and screenwriting. So yeah, it'd be highly appreciated. And I'll see you next time.